Welcome to mathematics. This is a Mangeya, the Maths Eagle. Right. This part is a IGCSE Cambridge International Extended Mathematics Paper 2. It's for October, November 2021. After watching this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Say Mangeya, signing in. Let's get started. Instructions. Right. If the degree of accuracy is not specified, then leave your answer to 3 significant figures. Always 3 significant figures. Or if it's an angle, it's 1 decimal place. Take note of those instructions. Question number 1. It reads, P is a prime number where P lies between 60 and 80. It's a prime number that is between 60 and 80. Then P is true less than a square number. A square number is a number whose square root is an integer. An integer is just a whole number. Then find the value of P. Right, first part, we're being told that P is a prime number. So it's supposed to be a prime number between 60 and 80, but this prime number must be true less than the square number. So you have to work from the square numbers between 60 and 80. What is the square number between 60 and 80? Is 64. 64, which is 8 by 8. Right, 64, if you subtract 2 here, you get 62. Then you check, is 62 a prime number? No, it's not. Then you can find another prime number here. Then the next square number after 64 is 9 times 9, which is 81. So you check 81, subtract 2 here, then you get 79. 79, is it a prime number? Yes. Is it between 60 and 80? Yes. So 79 will be the answer. Done. Question number 2. Han flies from Los Angeles to Shanghai. The flight departs on Friday, 22 July at 21:40. The flight takes 13 hours 35 minutes. The local time in Shanghai is 15 hours ahead of the local time in Los Angeles. Find the day, date, and time in Shanghai when Han's flight arrives. Right. First part, we are being told that here, the flight departs on Friday. So it was on a Friday. I can write Friday here. And the time was 21:40. And it was 22 July, right? Time was 21:40. Then the flight takes 13 hours 35 minutes. So now, under normal circumstance conditions, we have to find, we have to find first the time that it arrived in Shanghai from Los Angeles. Right, let's see. So you're supposed to add 13 hours 35 minutes to this. Add 13 hours 35 minutes. So if you can add, it will be 5 here, then 7, 4, and 3. So it's 34 hours 75 minutes, right? So remember our day, it ends at 24:00. That's midnight. And a day is 24 hours. Take note of that. So in this case, we're supposed to see, okay, after how many hours and minutes after 24:00 or after midnight, what you do is you subtract 24:00. That's midnight time. Subtract 75:01. So it was 10 hours 75 minutes after midnight. So this one, writing it will be 10:75. 75 minutes, there's 1 hour and 15 minutes. You have to add the hour to 10. 1 hour and 6 minutes, remember? So it will be 11:15. And this one will be AM. And this day will be a Saturday. Right? So given that the time in Los Angeles was the same as the time in Shanghai, then this Han was supposed to arrive in Shanghai at 11:15 AM. That was on a Saturday. But now we're given this condition that the local time in Shanghai is 15 hours ahead of the local time in Los Angeles. which means you are supposed to add 15 hours to this time 11:15. 15 hours, there are 15 hours here and 00 minutes. So you add to this, it will be 15 here and 6:26. Right, it's 26:15 and our day ends at 24:00. Remember that. So which means we are supposed to subtract 24:00 from 26:15 minus 24:00. Then it will be 15 here, 2. So it's 2 hours 15 after midnight. 2 hours 15 minutes after midnight. It will be 2:15 a.m. That's 2:15. And this one will be on a Sunday. This will be Sunday. So done. So you write your day is Sunday. It's on a Sunday. Then date now. Date. How many days here? From it's Friday to Sunday. Right, Friday was 22, Saturday 23, Sunday is 24. So it was 24 here. Time is 2:15 a.m. Done. Next question, part B. The cost of the flight is $9.20. The exchange rate is $S to 6.89 Chinese yuan. Find the cost of the flight in yuan. Right, just use proportion here. $1 is equals to 6.87 yuan. What about $920? So it's more. You just say 920 over 1 times 6.87. Use your calculator. It's just say 920 times 6.87. You get 606,320 is 0.40 cents. But to 3 significant figures, it will be like this. Then yuan. To 3 significant figures, please take note. Next, calculate this value. I just need to punch in your calculator. So if you are punching in your calculator, you can put this one inside the brackets and put this one inside the brackets. Then it will be proper. So you open bracket first. You say 4.87 minus 2.7, put inside the brackets, divided by negative 0.2 plus the cube root. Cube root is there on your calculator. Some calculators have to press second function first. 0.729. Then you close the bracket. It's 3.1. Done. Next question, number 4. The number of items that each of 22 people buy in a supermarket is shown in the stem and leaf diagram. Find the mode. The mode is the number which appears the most, or the number with the highest frequency. So which number appears the most in this case? We're given our key here. 1/1 represents 11 items. So the number which appears the most, we have 16 is appearing twice, 22 is appearing 1, 2, 3 times 22. Then the other number appearing more than 22? No, there's no other number. So the mode is 22 appearing 3 different times. Then next, find the median. Median, this one is on group data. So to find the median, use n plus 1 over 2. N plus 1 over 2. That's for the location of the median. Location, right? So n plus 1, n is the number of values. How many items do we have? We have 22 people here. So n will be 22. 22 plus 1 over 2. Then it will be 23 divided by 2. 23 divided by 2 is what? 23 divided by 2. 23 divided by 2. You get 11.5. So it means the median is between the 11th and the 12th value. That's where the median lies. So you You check here, which one is your 11th and your 12th value? You say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 is 9 and 12 is this one. So the 11th is 29. The 12th is 31. You add the 2, then you divide by 2. That will be a median. 29 plus 31 divided by 2. 29 plus 31, 60 divided by 2. You get 30. That's the median done. Next question, number 5. The table shows the relative frequency of the games won by a football team. The number of games lost is twice the number of games drawn. The number of games lost is twice the number of games drawn. Complete the table using that information. Right? Here, we are given the number of games lost is twice the number of games drawn. Which means if the number of games drawn is x, let's say let the number of games drawn be x, then it means the number of games lost is equals to 2 times x, right? Then under relative frequency, if you can add all these relative frequencies, you must always get 1. They are more like probabilities, right? So it will be 0.1 plus 2x plus x is supposed to give you 1. Then it will be 2x collect like terms plus x is 1 minus 0.1 is 3x is equals to 0.9. Then divide by 3, you get your x is equals to 0.3. That's your x. So x represents the relative frequency drawn, games drawn, which means this one is 0.3. And you are being told that lost is twice, which means it will be 2 times 0.3, which is 0.6. So this one is 0.6. Then done. Next question, question number 6. The scale drawing shows the positions of 2 towns P and Q. The scale is 1 centimeter, represents 4 kilometers. Then find the actual distance between P and Q. That's the first question. The actual distance between P and Q. Right, using a ruler, you join, you find your ruler. Let me join. Then here you have to measure. According to my measurement using my ruler on the screen is 7 centimeters, right? Is 7 centimeters. That's the actual distance. That's the distance on the scale. Then we just use your proportion. 1 centimeter is equals to 4 kilometers. What about 7? It's more. So it will be 7 over 1 times 4, which is 28 kilometers. So this one will be 28 kilometers. Done. Next question, number B. Measure the bearing of town Q from town P. Q from P. So bearing is from the north of the from point in a clockwise direction. That's how we measure bearing. So bearing of Q Q from P. Q from the north of the from point P is this angle. Right? You find your protractor, then you measure this bearing. Then done. You measure this angle, done. Next, town X is 28 kilometers from town P on a bearing of 140 degrees. On the scale drawing, mark the position of town X. Town X is 28 kilometers from town P on a bearing of 140. Remember here, 28 kilometers is how many centimeters here? 1 centimeter is 4 kilometers. So you say 1 centimeter is equals 4 kilometers. What about 28 kilometers? It's more. So it will be 28 over 4 times 1, which is called 7 centimeters. Which means X is 7 centimeters from town P, right? So the bearing of X from P turn P is 140 degrees. You come up here using a protractor, you measure 140 degrees, 140 degrees, 140 degrees, 140 is from the north here, from the north to the line with X. It's 140 degrees somewhere. It's supposed to be somewhere here. That's the angle of 140 degrees. But this one, you have to measure using a protractor. Please, please, please use a protractor. Then you measure 7 centimeters on this item. If I measure here, I can get it somewhere here. That's where X is. Then you mark your X. Then you can say done. Next question. Question number 7. Without using a calculator, work out, these are fractions, mixed numbers, a chain of fractions. You must show all your working and give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. Right, first 1 and 5 over 6, you convert to a improper fraction. To convert, you say 6 times 1 is 6 plus 5 here is 11. So it will be 11 over 6 plus 2 over 5. Then after that, you find a common denominator. Between 6 and 5 is 30. That's 30. 6 into 30 is what? It's 5. 5 times 11, show all your working, plus 5 into 30 is 6 times 2. Don't just write 12. Show all your working, yeah? Then you get it's over 30. 5 times 11, 55, plus 6 times 2 is 12. Then over 30. 55 plus 12 is 7, yeah? 67. Right, then 67 divided by 30. What do we get? You can use your calculator here. 67 say over 30. It's 2 and 7 over 30. Is a mixed number. 2 and 7 over. Done. Next question. Question number 8. Solve the small Thinness equations. You must show all your working. Right, you can use I can use elimination or substitution, but given that this scenario, elimination will be the best. So you write 4x here. In fact, before that, you can make sure the coefficient of x, they are the same. Equation 1 and equation 2. This one is equation 1. This one is equation 2. Right, to make sure that the coefficients of x are the same, you multiply equation 1 by 3. You multiply equation 2 by 4. So that there will be 12 on x. Right? So 4x and 3x. There must be 12x, 12x. To be 12x, equation 1 multiplied by 3. Equation 2 multiplied by 4. So it will be, let me just multiply here. You say 4 times 3 is 12x here. Minus the whole of equation 1 by 3. 2 times 3, it will be 6y is equals to negative 39. That's 13 by 3. Then equation 2 by 4, it will be negative 12 here. X then plus 4 by 4, 16y is equals to, then 11 by 4 is 44. Right. To eliminate the coefficient of x, or x in this case, we're supposed to add equation 1 plus equation 2, so that x will be 0. So this part plus 12x plus minus 12x is 0, so that x cancels. Then you move on to y. Minus 6y plus 16y is minus 6y plus 16y. You subtract. It will be 10y is equals to, right, the right side of the equal sign, minus 39 plus 44. You just say 44 minus 39. 44 minus 39 is what? Minus 39. You have to be very sure. So sometimes you have to use your calculator. It's 5. It's positive 5. Then you divide here. You divide by 10 both sides. You get your y is equals to half. After finding y half, Then you substitute for x in the original equation. These ones, any one of the two. Me, I can choose there. Let me pick equation 1. So it will be 4x minus 2, where there's y, I put a half here, is equals to negative 13. Then after that, the 2, they will cancel out. It will be 4x minus 1 is equals to negative 13. Then 4x is equals to negative 13 plus 1. 4x is equals to negative 12. You divide by 4, you get your x is equals to negative 3. So x negative 3, y is 0.50, half. Done. Next question, number 9. Calculate the value of x. This one is a right angle triangle. To solve right angle triangles, use SOHCAHTOA or Pythagoras. SOHCAHTOA is like this. SOHCAHTOA. So this one, we're given the adjacent. This one is opposite, hypotenuse, adjacent. You have to know how to label the sides first. You are given the adjacent and then hypotenuse. So adjacent, hypotenuse, is cos. So you write cos of an angle, that is x given, is adjacent over hypotenuse. Then you substitute cos x is equals to adjacent 7 over 12. Then to get x, you say arc cos of 7 over 12. Arc cos of 7 over 12, you find your calculator, press second function, press cos, open bracket, 7 divided by 12 inside the bracket, close your bracket, equal sign. Make sure your calculator must be always in DEG mode, in degrees mode, right? Some they write DEG, some they write D. Some they just write D, some they write D, E, and G. So it's 54.314. Then to the nearest one decimal place is 54.3 degrees. Please, units. Very, very important. Don't forget to put the degree sign. Next, question number 10. A regular polygon is an interior angle of 174 degrees. Find the number of sides of this polygon. Interior angle, right? To find the interior angle, you can use, there are two ways or two methods here. You can work from the exterior, because interior plus exterior is 180 degrees. Let me just use the two methods. So you can find the exterior first. So you say 180 minus 174. You get the exterior angle, 180 minus 174. You get 6. Both interior and exterior, they are adjacent angles on a straight line. So they add up to 180 degrees. Then the sum of all exterior angles of any polygon is 360. And each exterior, it will be 360 divided by the number of angles, which is n. It's supposed to give you 6. Right? Then working out this, you can say multiply by the n, it will be 360 is equal to 6n. Or cross multiplication here, then divide by 6. You divide by 6, you get your n is equals to 36 divided by 6 is 60. So your n is 60. Your n is 60 sides. You can use another method. You can say sum of angles n minus 2 times 180 over n, that's each angle, is equals to 174. You must still get the same answer. Then cross multiply by n here. You get n minus 2 times 180 is equals to 174n. Then from there, remove the brackets. 180n minus 360 is 174n. Then after that, you collect like terms. So it will be 180n minus 174n is equals to 360. Then still 180 minus 174, it will be 6. So it will be 6n is equals to 360. Then you divide by 6, you still get 60. Done. Next, line L is the equation y is equals to 4 minus 5x. Find the equation of a line that is perpendicular to L and passes through the point 0,6. Perpendicular lines, gradients, their product of gradients is equals minus 1. That is gradient of one line times gradient of another line, that's M2, is equals to negative 1. Like this. That's the concept based on perpendicular line. Their gradients, products give you negative 1. Now, I want to find the equation of a line that is perpendicular to line L. First thing, you must find the gradient. Gradient of a line, you say y is equals to mx plus c. M, this is the gradient. So you just express this equation in this form. It's already in that form. So it will be y is equals to negative 5x plus 4. So it means gradient of L is negative 5, right? So that's the gradient. Then you want to find the gradient of the line that is perpendicular to line L. You say gradient of L minus 5 times another gradient M2 of this line which passes through the point 0,6 is minus 1. From this M2 will be, you divide by negative 5, it will be negative 1 over negative 5 over negative 5. Divide by negative 5 both sides, you get your M2 is equals to 1 over 5. That's the gradient of the line passing through 0,6. It's 1 over 5. Right, then after that, you now find your equation. Equation of a line is y is equals to, this one will be gradient x plus c. Both our gradient is 1 over 5. Our c is the one that we have to find now. To find c, use these 2 points. These 2 points, it means x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 6. You substitute in this equation, this one, to find c. Where there's y, you put 6, 1 over 5. Where there's x, you put 0 plus c. You get c is 6 is equal to c. So c is equal to 6. You now substitute here to find your equation. It will be y is equal to 1 over 5x plus 6. That will be your equation. 3 free marks. Done. Next question, number 12. Child invests some money. By the end of the first year, the value of the investment is decreased by 35%. By the end of the second year, the value of the investment is increased by 40% of its value at the end of the first year. Find the overall percentage change in the value of the investment. Right, what you do here is, first thing, you find the value of the investment at the end of first year. It's decreased by 35%. So first you say, let the initial value be x. So it will be x plus, so at the end of year 1, the value will be x plus 30, actually it's decreased by, it's minus, x minus 35%, which means 35 over 100 of x, which is equals to x minus, this one will be 0.35x, which is 0.65x. That's the value of the investment at end of year 1. Then now, end of year 2, the value of the investment is increased by 40% of its value at year end of the at the end of year 1. Then you say year 2 value actual, it will be 0.65x. Now this one you are supposed to add because it's an increase of by 40%. 40% of what? 40 over 100 of its value in year 1, which is 0.65x. Like this. It will be 0.65x plus this one. 40 divided by 100 is 0.4 times 0.65. You get 0.26. Then it will be 0.26 plus 0.65. You get 0.91. So this is the value of the investment at the end of year 2. Right? So the percentage increase, you say this one value 0.91x minus the initial original value, which is x over the original, times 100. 0.91 minus 1, you get 0.09. It will be 0.09 here, my space 0.09, x over x is times 100. Then x will cancel out. Then 0.09 times 100, you get 9%. Or percentage is already given, so it's 9. Then the sign is already there. 9% done. That's the overall percentage increase. Right, question number 13. Solve. This one is an inequality. You just cross multiplication is 5 here. Multiply 4 minus 3x is equal to 6 minus, is actually greater than or equal to 6 minus x. Right, remove the bracket. 20 minus 15x greater than or equal to 6 minus x. Collect like terms. Minus 15x plus x greater than or equal to 6 minus 20. Then minus 14x greater than or equal to negative 14. Then you divide by negative 14. Now, solving an inequality, you do the same way how we work out with the equal sign. The only difference comes when you divide with a negative number. Then the inequality sign will change direction. So it will face this direction, like this. It will change the direction, and it will be x, then 1. X less than or equal to 1. Done. Next, question number 14. Y is inversely proportional to the square root of x minus 2. When x is equals to 4.25, y is equals to 12. Find x when y is equals to 3. Right, variation, what you do, this one is direct variation. In all variation, first is to introduce a sign of proportionality. Y inverse is 1 over. And this one is the square root of x minus 2. That's the first thing. Second thing, introduce an equal sign and a constant here. I can put k over square root of x minus 2. Then now, using these values that will be given at random, x 4.25, y 12, use those values to find the value of the constant k. Right? X is 4.25, y is 12. So you put 12 is equals to k over square root of x 4.25 minus 2. Then after that, it will be 12 is equals to k over 4.25 minus 2 under the square root. 4.25, you get 1.5. Then you cross multiply by 12 by 1.5 here. 1.5 times 12, you get 18. So your k is actually equals to 18. Now you find the equation connecting x and y. It will be, you just replace, substitute here, you put your k there, so it will be y is equals to, your k you put 18 over square root of x minus 2. This one is the equation connecting x and y. That's the equation that you use now to solve or to work out this question. Find x when y is equals to 3. X is equals to what here? When y is equals to 3. So you substitute. You put 3 here. Is 18 over square root of x minus 2. Then you cross multiply with this square root. It will be 3 root of x minus 2 is equals 18. Divide by 18. Divide by 3 over 3 over 3. You get square root of x minus 2 is equal to 6. So one is 3. Then after that, you square both sides to get rid of the square root. You square both sides, you square this side, you square this side. It will be x minus 2 is equals to 36. Then x will be 36 plus 2, which is equals to 38. Done. Next question, number 15. Right, this one, the diagram shows three shapes that are mathematically similar. The heights of the shapes are in the ratio small, that is inside, 1 is to 5 is to 8. Small, medium, large, 1 is to 5 is to 8. Find the ratio shaded area is to total and shaded area. Give your answer in its simplest form. Right, what you do here is you have to label the inside, first the ratios. Let me put the ratios here. This part is, inside is 1. Let me label the sides 1. This one is 5. This one is 8. So I just label the sides, corresponding sides based on their ratios, right? That's the first thing. Then after that, I label my areas. This one, let me call it area 1. This one, area of this shape, area 2. Area of the bigger one, let me call it area 3. Like this. So I want to find the area, the ratio area of the shaded part is to area of the total unshaded part. Right? In this case, you just choose any area that you want. So express all areas in terms of one or a single area. In this case, let me choose area 1. Right? So area 1, I can say here, I can find the shaded part using area in terms of area 1, then the unshaded part in terms of area 1. Right? So shaded part in terms of area 1 and unshaded part in terms of area 1. Then you simplify later. Right, shaded part, you can say area of this area 2 minus area 1. So shaded part is equals area 2 minus area 1. Right? Then the other thing that you have to know is, if two shapes are similar, then the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. Then based on the areas, if two shapes are similar, then the ratio of the square of the corresponding sides, they are the same. Which means here, taking these two areas, we can say area 1 over area 2 is equal to 1 squared over 5 squared. Like this. So the ratio of the areas is equal to the ratio of the corresponding sides squared. Then from this, you can find area 1 here. You can say 25 times area 1 is equals to area 2. Both 1 squared times area 2, right? 5 squared is 25. So this will be area 2 in terms of area 1. Which means the shaded part here, shaded, is area 2, which is 25A, area 1 minus area 1, which will be 24 area 1. So find shaded area in terms of area 1 and also unshaded area in terms of area 1. Then it will be easy to simplify the two. Now unshaded, the shaded part, we found it. The unshaded one, we can also use area 1 over area 3. Its ratio of is 1 squared over 8 squared. Those two areas, area 3 in terms of area 1 also. 8 squared is 64, so it will be area 1 over area 3 is equals to 1 over 64. You cross multiply, 64 area 1 is equals to 1 times area 3 is just 1 area 3. Now after that, we found area 3 in terms of area 1. After that, what I'm supposed to do, right, you find the shaded, the unshaded area. Unshaded, you just say area of the bigger minus area of this area 1. Let me write unshaded you say area 3 minus area 2, but we also have to include area 1. It will be plus area 1. Because area 1 is inside area 2. If you subtract area 1, area 2, we've also subtracted area 1. So suppose it area 2. So it will be suppose 8 area 1, area 3, you use this one that we found in terms of area 1, this one. So you say 64 area 1, then minus area 2, use this one that we found in terms of area 2, where's our area 2 is here. This one, that's area 2, that we found in terms of area 1, is 25 area 1, then plus area 1. By simplifying this one, what do you get? You just say 64 minus 25 plus 1 is 40. So it will be 40 times area 1. That's the unshaded, right? Now the ratio shaded is 24. It will be 24 times area 1 over unshaded is 40 times area 1. Then from this area 1 will cancel out here. Then you'll be left with 24 over 40. You simplify here. 24 over 40, you can use your calculator, is 3 over 5, which is 3s to 5. We can say done. That's the ratio. Question number 16. Find the nth term of each sequence. Nth term of this one, right? First, you find the common difference here. 8 is 7 here. Common difference here is 19. Yes, that's it. 4 is 19 then. Common difference here. 34 from 71 is 37. Right, there's no common difference. Then you move on to the second row. 19 minus 7, you get 19 minus 7 is 12. Then 37 minus 19, you get 18. Let me also add this one. 132 minus 71, 61. Then this and this. 61 minus 37, 24. No common difference yet. Let's find another one here. 18 minus 12 is 6. 24 minus 18 is 6. Right, so the common difference has been found at the third part. So this one is, this part, first part is n. Second difference is n squared. That's a quadratic sequence. This one will be a cubic sequence. So it will be n cubed, right? So I can write my n cubed here. Then now, difference. It will be, in this case, you can just say 8 minus 7. So it will be plus 1. Because it's plus first term minus first difference. Let me write is 8 plus n cubed minus 7, which means it will be plus 1 here. N cubed plus 1. Then you can say done. Next, part B, right? This one. If they are fractions, you have to check the denominators and also the numerators. Numerators we have 2, and our n is always supposed to start at n is equal to 1. Take note. So here we can say on the numerator is supposed to be n plus 1. So which means our n will be 1 in this case. It will make sense. Then the second, it will be n plus 2, that's 3. Then it will be n plus 3, that's 4. N plus 4, that's 5. N plus 5, that's 6. Given that n is equal to 1. These are the numerators. The denominators now, dealing with the denominators, right, we have this one 1. You can see it's 2 to the power 0 here. 2 to the power 1. 2 to the power, so on 2 to the power 2. 2 to the power 4. 2 to the power 6. 2 to the power 8. So the two 2's, they are the same. But what is different are the powers, right? So you have to find the sequence that is being followed by these powers, 6 and 8. So the common difference is 2 here. Common difference is 2. These are the powers of the denominators. 2, 2. So you can see the common difference is 2. So to find the sequence, you say first term, that is a plus a minus 1 times common difference, right? So first term is 2 plus n minus 1 times common difference, which is 2. It will be simplified, it will be 2 plus 2n minus 2. First term is 0, sorry. First term is 0 here, it's not 2. So it will be 0 plus n minus 1 times 2. So it will be 0 plus, so your answer will be 2n plus 2. That's what will be followed by these powers. That's a sequence followed by these powers. So in other words, if you can take, for example, the first one, it will be n plus 1 over, then this one will be 2, then it will be 2n plus 2n minus 2. Yes, so that's the sequence. That's the sequence. So it will be n plus 1 over 2n minus 2. You can simplify this one, the denominator. Because if it's 2, the power 2n minus 2, you can factor out 2 here, n minus 2. Then 2 squared is 4n minus 2. Still, it will work. Right, that one done. Next question, number 17. Make x the subject of the formula. Y, just cross multiply here, minus x is equals to 3x minus 2. So whenever there is a denominator, you have to get rid of the denominator first. Cross multiplication here. Remove the bracket. Y minus yx is 3x minus 2. Then collect terms in x. Plus 2. To run away from negative numbers, I can just put the x's on the right side. 3x plus yx. Or plus x, y is still the same. Then after that, x is a common factor. You factor out x here. You'll be left with 3 plus y. Then now you divide by 3 plus y. 3 plus y both sides. This one will cancel out. You get your x is equals to y plus 2 over 3 plus y, or y plus 3. It's still the same. Next, question number 18. The diagram shows some land in the shape of a triangle ABC. Houses are built on this land. Each house requires 400 square meters of land. Find the greatest number of houses that can be built on this land. Right, what you do is, first thing, you find the area of this triangle. Area of a triangle where there's no height, where the angle is given, you say area is equals to half AB sine theta. Sine theta, where A and B are the sides which makes up angle theta. So in this case, it's half times 800 times 2300 times sine 30. Sine 30 usually is half. So you can say here, let's multiply here. Half times 800 times 2300 times sine 30. Make sure your calculator is in degrees. It will be 460,000, right? 460,000, and these are square meters. 460,000 square meters, right? Then each house requires 400 square meters, but we have in total 460,000 square meters. So to find the number of houses, you divide by 400. Then this will cancel out. Then it will be, you get 1150 houses. Remember to write houses, right? Because you can just write 1150 what? These are houses. Remember. Next, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. But you find the common denominator first is 7 x plus 3. Then you say this one is just the same concept as at primary level, right? X plus 3 into 7 times x plus 3. This one will cancel x plus 3, it will be 7 here. Multiply 2 minus 7 into 7 times x plus 3. it will be x plus 3. Then it will multiply x plus 2 there. Learn to use brackets. Put them inside the brackets, right? Then you simplify the numerator. Denominator, just leave it like this. It will be 14 here minus. Then you put this bracket. You first remove this bracket. X plus 2 plus 3 x plus 2. The way you remove brackets is the same. Then 7 x plus 3. These big brackets, the square ones, I put them. Why? Because this minus sign is affecting everything. So I have to deal with what is inside that big bracket first, so that I can be able to apply the negative sign. Take note. Then I maintain my big bracket. It will be x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. Then after that, maintain your numerator denominator, x plus 3. Then it will be 14. I maintain my 14 minus. Then it will be x squared plus 6x, 5x. 2x plus 3x is 5x plus 6. Now I have simplified inside this big bracket. I now have to put 1 to remove this bracket. I put a 1 here, so that I can remove the bracket. It will be, maintain your denominator, 14 minus x squared minus 5x minus 6. Then collect like terms. 14 minus 6 is 8 minus x squared minus 5x. Then you can say that will be your answer. Done. Next question, number 20. Solve. That's a trig equation. What you do here, first you can remove the bracket or just divide by 5, whichever way. Let's remove the bracket. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 3 cos x is equal to 5. Then you subtract here. 3 cos x is equal to 5 minus 6. You subtract. 3 cos x is equal to negative 1. Then after that you divide by 3. You get your cos x is negative 1 over 3. That's after dividing by 3 both sides, right? Then you say x is equal to arc cos. In this case, you just put 1 over 3. Don't worry about the negative number, right? The negative sign. Just put 1 over 3 there. You find your principal value here. Arc cos of 1 over 3. Second function cos 1 divided by 3. You get 70.5. This one is called the PV, the principal value or the primary value. Right now, use the quadrant rule to solve this one. Quadrant rule is like this. In the first quadrant, angles between 0 to 90. Second quadrant, angles between 90 to 180. In the third, angles between 180 to 270. In the fourth quadrant, angles between 270 to 360. This one the fourth quadrant. So this one the first, this one second, this one third, and this one the fourth quadrant. Like this. Alright, then you check. In the first quadrant, all are positive. We have cos theta, we have sin theta, and we have tan theta. So cos theta, theta is a number between 0 and 90. It's very easy. You just find your calculator. You just take a number between 1 and 0 and 90. For example, you can say cos, you can take 30, cos 30, punch in your calculator, you get it's a positive, right? So in the first quadrant, cos is positive. So cos here is positive. Sin is also sin 30. I'm getting is positive. Tan 30. Tan is also supposed to be positive. So all tan of angles between 0 and 90, they are positive, right? Then moving on to the second quadrant. Second quadrant is 90 to 180. You can pick 100. You can pick 100. Cos 100. You can punch cos 100. It's negative. So cos is negative here. sine and tan. Then sine 100 is positive, tan 100 is negative. So sine is only positive, is the only positive in the second quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, cos, sine and tan. Right, you find cos, a number between 180 and 270, you can pick 200. Cos 200 is negative, sine will be negative here, and tan will be positive. If you can punch in your calculator, then in the fourth quadrant, cos, sine and tan, cos will be positive in the fourth. Is a number between 270 and 360, you can pick 300. Sine will be negative and tan will be negative. That's it. Now using a quadrant rule, you check the positions where cos is negative, yeah? You check it. So cos theta, cos x is negative, yeah? Right, so if it's negative, is the second, yeah? And the third quadrant. Now to solve, what you do is, you just include the second and the third quadrant. You put your line, here, and you put your PV, principal value, 70.5, that's the second quadrant. You put another line in the third quadrant. A 70.5 in the third quadrant. Right now, how do you solve this one? The angle that will be needed in this case, they are between 0 and 360. Right, 0 and 360. So the angle is always the angle made with the positive x-axis. This one is the positive x-axis. Angle made between the positive x-axis and the line. So we take the first line, this one was first one, the second line. So angle, this one from the positive to this line. This angle is, we say x is equal to, is 180 minus 70.5, right? 180 minus 70.5 minus 70.5, 109.5. That's the first angle. Then the other angle, 109.5. The other angle is from the same positive x-axis to the second line, is this one. So this angle is 180 plus 70.5. 180 plus 70.5. 180 plus 70.5, 250.5. Then you can say done. These are the two angles. Next, question number 21. The diagram shows a pyramid A, B, C, D, E. The pyramid is a square horizontal base A, B, C, D with side 5 centimeters. So it's a square base. It's a square base. And it's flat. It's horizontal. Then the vertex E is vertically above the center O, which means the angle, there is a 90-degree angle. That's vertical. That's what it means. Then the height OE of the pyramid is 9 centimeters is given. Calculate the angle that EC makes with the base ABC. EC makes with the base ABC is this angle. I can call it theta here. And in this case, this will be right angle triangle since it's vertically above. So to solve this one now, how are you supposed to work out this part? You must find this radius, this side first. How to find this side? You reproduce your triangle, it's a triangle, yes. Then you find the side AC first using this square. Because this one is right angle triangle. Down there was the square, right? So using that part, you say, using Pythagoras theorem, so you say AC squared is equals to 5 squared plus 5 squared, then it will be AC squared is equal to 5 squared is 25 plus 25, then AC squared is equal to 50. 25 plus 25 is actually 50. Then you say AC is equal to the square root of 50. To remove the square, you put square root both sides like this. So AC is equal to root of 50. Done. Now you want half AC, which is OC. OC is equal to half AC, which is equal to half of root of 50, like this. So it will be just root 50 over 2. Right, we have found this side is root 50 over 2. Now you can use the SOHCAHTOA to find the angle. That's the OCE. OCE, you say here, you are given which side and which side. This side is adjacent and this side is opposite. Adjacent opposite is tan. You say tan of that angle, which is OCE, is equal to opposite of adjacent. Opposite is 9, adjacent is root 50 divided by 2. So it's root 50 over 2. Right, then right, then after that you can simplify this side, right? It can be simplified. You say it's 9 divided by root 50 over 2. Then it's 9 times 2 over root 50. This one can be simplified to 18 over root 50. Like this. So it will be tan OCE is equal to 18 over root of 50. It will be OCE is equal to, say, tan 18 over root 50. Then you find your calculator. You say second function tan, then 18 divided by root 50, 68.5. 0.553, then it will be 68.6 degrees to 1 decimal place. Then you can say done. Right, next question. Question number 22. Simplify. These are called indices, right? These are indices. So you are dividing indices on the same base. What you do, you maintain the base, you subtract the powers. 2 over 3 minus 8 over 3. Simplifying this one, maintain the base. 2 over 3 minus 8 over 3. Common denominator is 3 here. Then 3 and 3, 1 times 2 is 2 minus 8. It will be x to the power 2 minus 8 is minus 6 over 3. It will be x to the power negative 2. X to the power negative 2 is actually 1 over x squared. Then that will be the answer. Done. Next, 16 is equal to 64 to the power k. Find the value of k. These are called equations involving indices. Indices, these are just powers. To solve such equations involving powers, you can check from 16. 64, can it be expressed as a power of 16? No. So you get back to 4. You say 16 is 4 squared. 64 is 4 to the power 3. Then you put your k, it was already there. You multiply by k. Like this. Then same base, same powers. 2 is equals to 3k. Since 4 is equals to 4, then 2 is equals to 3k. Then after that, we divide by this 2 is equals to 3k. You divide by 3 both sides. Then it will be k is equals to 2 over 3. Done. Next, part C. Solve. These are still equations involving indices or powers. Right, you can see 9 can be expressed as the power of 3. You say 3 to the power 3x times 1 over 3 squared to the power 4 minus 3x is equals to 3. Then after that, 3 to the power 3x times, right, apply laws of indices. Law number 4, any number raised to a negative power is the same as 1 over the same number when raised to a positive power. So it will be 3 to the power negative 2. Then let me put inside the brackets first. Then 3x is equals to 3. Then after that, 3 to the power 3x times, then a number with a power raised to another power, you maintain the number, you multiply the powers. 4 minus 3x is equals to 3. Then this side you are multiplying indices of the same base. Maintain the base and add the powers. Maintain the base and add the powers. It will be 3 to the power 3x plus, then this one is minus 2, then put inside the brackets there. Just take it as it is, then is equals to 3. Then after that, simplifying it, you get 3 to the power 3x minus 2, 4 minus 3x is equals to 3. Then you put the power 1. So if the letter is the power, always in such cases or scenarios, you are supposed to make sure the bases are the same. Now, like in this case, you can say there's 3 and there's 3. The bases are the same. If the bases are the same, then it means the powers are equal, which means the power on the left side, 3x minus 2, 4 minus 3x, is supposed to be the power on the right side, which is 1. Then it's a simple equation. You solve it. It will be 3x, remove the brackets, minus 8 plus 6x is equals to 1. Collect like terms in x plus 6x. 1 plus 8, you get 9x is equals to 9. You divide by 9 both sides, you get your x is equals to 1. Then you can say done. Subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you.